COVID-19 shook the world to its core, or kicked up a familiar dust, or coughed up what's been resting in the diaphragm of the United States for centuries. Coronavirus broke headlines as a global pandemic, while 2020 was still getting its bearings. You might think, in a time of social distancing, while many of us face an issue that is incapable of discriminating, that we are finally in this together. Yet, there are communities who are more drastically impacted, even by a virus that promises nothing except that it is equally contagious regardless of skin color. Perhaps a virus need not discriminate if the humans it is infecting have created systems that do the discriminating for it. If we are advised that our safest place is inside, then what of the people without an inside? If we must distance from even family, then what of the families who live in no-bedroom apartments stacked on top of each other? If school has moved from classrooms to the kitchen table, then what of the students without kitchen tables?
I had one shift where I saw about 84 patients.
The first 21 days.
Maybe this virus has illuminated an age-old inequity in this country, with mortality rates 6.7 times higher for Black people, 4 times higher for Indigenous folks, 2.5 times higher for Latinx humans, and 2.6 times higher for Asian and Pacific Islanders. Perhaps now is not the time for answers, but for questions. Like, how might we even the playing field? Where are the gaps and needs? Which humans have access to which healthcare? Who can afford to work from home? Why are essential workers being called heroes but not being paid like heroes? What will happen when they are no longer considered essential? What if we acted in solidarity with our most vulnerable? What if Black and Latinx people didn't comprise 56% of the prison population? What if there was no prison to populate? What if no one was disposable and the virus couldn't recycle itself in the imaginations of the rich? And what if we just stopped for a second to consider all the sickness that existed before, to consider how we might start healing those systems, to consider the color of COVID?